I was just inviting, like we were just talking about. Nice to see you. And Spencer chooses you not to. Okay. So should I just tell through so respect the hard work? That is my impression.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to the newly expanded UMOM Day Center, made possible through an outstanding and successful partnership between the City of Phoenix and UMOM. I'm Spencer Self, the Director of the City of Phoenix Neighborhood Services Department. Neighborhood Services is committed to improving the quality of life for everyone in Phoenix through meaningful partnerships, collaboration with the community, and being an advocate for the community's needs. Right now in our community, many single mothers with kids are facing significant challenges as their numbers are rising in our homeless population. Many of these young families are experiencing the uncertainties of not having stable housing, including the consequences of not having consistency, privacy, safety, and uninterrupted schooling in their lives. That's why we're here today to recognize this joint effort of multiple city departments and our private partners. With the guidance and support of our mayor, city council, and the wonderful people of UMOM, to add a few steps forward in providing relief and helping hand to more Phoenix families in need. As NSD's director, it's a privilege to have been part of this project. And while they are never easy and rarely quick, it's important to take a moment to celebrate the importance of the impact they will have on the families they will serve. Before we get right back to work, we have a number of speakers who I have the pleasure to introduce. So here to welcome you all and to show support for finding more sustainable shelter solutions, especially for families in need, is someone who recently ran a successful campaign for re-election to continue work on important projects like these, but perhaps more importantly, she is a dedicated mother to an inquisitive second grader of her own. So I would imagine she has a pretty clear understanding of the challenges of having a young family while balancing broad life demands. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Kate Gallego.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you to Team Phoenix for the work you did. To the UMOM team, congratulations. UMOM has been an incredible partner for us at the City of Phoenix, and today we celebrate our collaboration to bring 96 new beds to Phoenix families. These are the good days. As Spencer mentioned, I was recently re-elected. My first grand opening as mayor was 19 West, which was another fabulous UMOM project. So I appreciate every time I have a milestone, UMOM helps me celebrate by housing more people. But we really do deeply appreciate the partnership with UMOM. Addressing family homelessness is a top priority to us. It is so close to my heart and to my colleagues' hearts. We know that when you house a family, you're investing in multiple generations. If a kid has stable housing, he or she is much more likely to succeed, and having parents in a stable situation also lets them achieve their dreams and be better parents. I'm divorced. You all got to see millions of dollars of TV commercials if you watched TV over the last couple months about that. But as an unmarried mom who's raising a family, I have help from my dad, and that multi-generational family type is increasingly common. This great project has room for multi-generational families, so you can have up to 8 family members in one room. It recognizes the reality that families come in all shapes and sizes. And even better, the room is ADA accessible. So if someone uses a wheelchair, you have a chance to have a bathroom that gives dignity. This is a space that really makes sense for the type of families we want to serve in the city of Phoenix. And so I am so grateful to be with you here to celebrate it. My colleagues and I allocated $2 million towards the project. We had that funding thanks to the federal government and our partnership with the Biden administration. So it's a success for multiple levels of government. But most importantly, I hope it's a success for our kids. My first involvement with fighting homelessness as a recent college graduate in Phoenix was volunteering at UMOM. I did reading with some of the little kids. So I first got introduced to Junie B. Jones, one of our great Arizona authors, very close to here, and an author who I've gotten to work with, and so thankful for that young girl who introduced me to an author I now love right at this project. I want that young girl to have housing options as she did, and for the next generation of our young people to have great options. So I want to thank the Neighborhood Service and Housing Department, the Office of Homeless Solutions. We're joined by our Deputy City Manager, Gina Montez, who helps coordinate between multiple efforts. Team Phoenix really came together to support UMOM's great work. And again, Jackson and to the team at UMOM, we so appreciate the partnership. We have worked together supporting entrepreneurship. If you need a good holiday idea, you can order from the bakery here for your holiday parties. We were together a few months ago with our mobile career unit, which brings job seekers together with job opportunities, and we come out to the community because we've learned that's sometimes a better way to serve people. We're getting smarter and better every time, and that's thanks to a great partnership. So congratulations to everyone involved.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next speaker represents Council District 8 and is focused on tackling housing insecurities and advancing District 8 residents' quality of life through partnerships that improve economic development. Please welcome Councilwoman Keisha Hodge-Washington.
Thank you, Spencer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate a special moment in our community. UMOM has been in Phoenix since 1964, so they are not new to this, they are true to this. They have been serving more than 700 individuals every night experiencing homelessness. We are thankful and it's an honor to be here as we mark the opening of a new chapter in UMOM's Day Center. It is a place where hope, compassion, and support come together to make a real difference in the lives of those they serve. As we gather to mark this occasion, we are not just opening the doors to a building with more beds. We are opening the doors to new opportunities, new beginnings, and new possibilities for families and single women who find refuge here. For many, this shelter will be a lifeline. It will be a safe space where they can recover, rebuild, and rediscover their strength. This is not just a physical space. It is a reflection of the values that bind us together as a community. It is a place where dignity is restored, where people are treated with respect, and where no one has to face these challenges alone. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible team of staff, volunteers, donors, and community leaders whose dedication and hard work have made this dream a reality. I got a quick tour from Jackson before I started, and one of the things that stood out to me was the passion in which he spoke about how excited he was to start chipping away at the waiting list of individuals that need a place to stay and the families. And it's that passion that drives what UMOM does. So as we continue to move forward, I know it could not be done without the unwavering commitment from so many others. We wouldn't be standing here today if it had not been for those dedication. So for those who have poured their hearts into making this space welcoming, safe, and filled with hope, we are deeply grateful for that. The mayor already shouted out Team Phoenix, but our Team Phoenix has done a phenomenal job and has always been a great partner, and I know they will continue to be great partners. As we embark on this journey, let us remember that this is more than a physical space. It is a symbol of our community's strength, compassion, and shared responsibility. We are all part of that effort, and together we will help create a future where everyone has a place to call home. So let's continue to make our community a place where everyone has this opportunity to thrive. Thank you for being here.
Our next speaker actually started her career in the Neighborhood Services Department, but now she serves as the director of the Office of Homeless Solutions, which provides support for people experiencing homelessness through a comprehensive regional approach to shelter, outreach, and other supportive services. Please welcome Director Rachel Milne.
Thank you, Spencer. Everyone deserves a safe place to raise their family. This new space will help hundreds of families take their first step towards ending their homelessness. This project marks significant progress in the City of Phoenix's goal to create safe, accessible shelter for everyone in need in Phoenix. These additional shelter units will bring the total number of shelter created within the City of Phoenix just this year alone to 380 beds. I'm happy to say that the hundreds of families in need that will have access to these units will also have access to the amazing team at UMOM. I've just had such the pleasure of working with the team at UMOM and want to shout out specifically Amy Anaya, who has been just an absolute rock star and an amazing partner, and she takes our calls at any time of day, so thank you, Amy. But really just wanted to say 2 years ago, it was one of my first months at the City of Phoenix in this role, and I walked this project with Jackson and Gina Montez and saw the potential in this building, and I'm just so happy to see it come to fruition today and know that these units are going to be filled like that, because we've got people in need all over the community. So I just really wanted to thank you for your partnership. Thank you for opening the space on time and on budget. That is rare. We really appreciate it, and just can't thank you for being such a fantastic partner in our work to end homelessness in the City of Phoenix. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Milne. Before I introduce our last speaker, I want to take a moment to acknowledge key team members who made this project possible. We've already heard, but I want to thank again Gina Montez, Deputy City Manager. I also want to thank the City of Phoenix Housing Department, especially Director Titus Matthew, who allocated $2 million of home art funds from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. I also want to thank our Neighborhood Services team, Special Projects Administrator Matt Utiro, and Project Manager Ronnie McGuire for helping to drive this project to the finish line. I'd also like to thank the design build team of H&B Builders and Perlman Architects, and a special shout out to Freddie from H&B. Thank you, Freddie. And our strategic partners at UMOM, including Megan Rodak, Vice President of Strategy and People Operations, and Monique Lopez, Chief Operating Officer, and of course, our next speaker. It's a pleasure to introduce the CEO of UMOM, who has an extensive experience in serving our community's most vulnerable populations. After serving 15 years as the Executive Director of the USAA's Phoenix campus, he joined the nonprofit world. Most recently as the President and CEO of Catholic Charities in Madison, Wisconsin. And we're glad to have him back for the last 4 years in this position in a much warmer place, especially this time of year. Please welcome CEO of UMOM, Jackson Fondrick.
Spencer, thank you. Really appreciate that. Great to see everybody. Today's a great day. It's a great day because this is living out our mission right here. I'm not going to repeat everything that's already been said. Those speakers are so eloquent, and really thank you for the kind words and all of that goes with a project like this. I'll just say this. This is all about partnerships. A project like this doesn't happen without all kinds of people collaborating. Speaking of collaborating, thanks, Noah. Right, number one, I want to thank Freddie and his team at H&B Builders. As always, you did a great job. On time and under budget are a couple of my favorite phrases, so really, thank you. Really enjoyed the continued partnership with the City of Phoenix. Mayor, thank you. You and your staff are unbelievable to work with, and we look forward to more projects in the future. Last but not least, the folks who never get thanked enough, my employees, 140 employees, some of them are here today. A project like this just doesn't happen without you and your dedication, and we couldn't do this without you. So many thanks to the UMOM employees. Like was already mentioned, 96 beds, 20 rooms. Families start moving in next week. We're going to start making a dent right away on that wait list, and the work continues. This is what we do. We're confident in what we do. We love what we do, and we love being a leader in family homelessness. So thank you again for being here. I'm going to reintroduce Spencer because I think we're going to cut some ribbon. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jackson, and thank you to all of our speakers and to everyone involved with this project. When great minds and creativity come together, outstanding things happen. We'll now transition to the ribbon cutting ceremony, and we'd like to have our mayor, council member, UMOM, and other partners head forward so we can do that. That will be followed by a tour of the remodeled rooms. We welcome the media to join us on this tour as well for any B-roll or any interviews you'd like to have. Thank you all for being here.
You don't have any wild sound there.
Ready to do for real?
Let's count down.
Start at 5. Is that good?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just trying to make Cub Scouts say thank you and you get something sharp.